Hello students, good morning. Hello everybody. Welcome back to my class. This is Pradip sir with a new session of class 8 mathematics. Students, today we are going to discuss about the three-dimensional figure from class 8 mathematics. Students, you have come across various three-dimensional figure in our daily lives. You have done it earlier also, but detailed study of this three-dimensional figure was not done. What is the definition of a three-dimensional figure? Which figures are known as three-dimensional? Now remember, three-dimensional, there are three dimensions of a figure. Okay, any solid figure, it has three dimensions like length, breadth and height. Whatever we are drawing on a piece of paper, it has length and breadth only. So those figures are known as two-dimensional figures like rectangle, square, circle. But when the figure have the length, breadth and height, then it is known as three-dimensional figure. So how to define this three-dimensional figure? The three-dimensional figure are those figures which have fixed shape and size and which occupies a fixed space, means fixed volume. Those figures are known as three-dimensional figures. You have learned about cubes, cuboids, then cylinder, cone, sphere, hemisphere. These are all three-dimensional figures. Why? Because they have length, breadth as well as height also. Let me show you. So here, this is a three-dimensional figure because it has length, it has breadth, it has height also. Okay, so you all know a three-dimensional figure which has length, breadth and height. These are known as cuboids. Cube is also same like that, in which all the three sides are equal, of length, equal length. Then three-dimensional figure are cylinder, this is also three-dimensional figure. It has also three dimensions. Then cone, then hemisphere, so these are all three-dimensional figures. Okay, in three-dimensional figure we will come across certain terms like faces, vertices, edges. Now what is the face? The face is the flat part of the solid. Okay, face is the flat part of the solid. For example, this book is a solid figure because it has length, it has breadth and it has height also. So this is the flat face, flat part. This is the flat part also. Similarly, this is also the flat part. This is flat part, this side is flat part. So these are all known as faces. Okay, then comes the vertices. What are vertices? Now see the three faces of this cuboid. This is actually a cuboid. The book is a cuboid. The top face, this the front face from your side. This is the front face, and this is the side face. So the top face, the front face, and the side face, they are all meeting at a point. This point. All these faces, the front face, the top face, and the side face, they are all meeting at a point. Similarly, here also this is a point where the three faces are meeting. The bottom face, the front face, and the side face, they are meeting here. So these points are known as the vertex. Singular is vertex and plural form of vertex is vertices. So whenever three faces of the solid are meeting at a single point, this corner is known as the vertex, and as you can see in this solid figure, there are many vertex, so they are known as vertices. The plural form of vertex is vertices. This corner, this corner, this corner, these are all vertices. Understood? Okay. And edges. What is edges? Edge means the line where two faces are meeting. Two flat parts are meeting, or two faces are meeting. So see, this is the top face and this is the front face from your side. These two faces are meeting along a line. This line. This is known as the edge. Here also, the top face and your front face now, they are all meeting along this line. This line is known as the edge. So many edges are there. Plural form of edge is edges. So these are all edges. Okay. This is edge. This side is edge. This is also edge. Here, if you consider this as the length and this as the breadth, then the length and the breadth, they are meeting along the line. This is also known as the edge. Okay. So these are the different terms of three-dimensional shapes. The faces, that is the flat part of the solid. The vertices, that is the point where three faces of a solid meet, and the edges, the line along which two faces are meeting. Okay. Next we will learn about some property of these solid figures. Students, this is a cuboid, as you can see from the figure. The book is also a good example of cuboid. So as I have told you, in a cuboid there are three dimensions, and these dimensions are length, breadth, and height. Okay. So whenever we are drawing a cuboid, first make a rectangle. Okay. Then make another rectangle, but at different position. Identical rectangle. See, both the rectangles are more or less identical. Try to draw them identical. Now join the corners. So the cuboid is ready. Okay. In this cuboid, this is the length, this is the breadth, and this is the height. What we have to learn in this chapter, about the relation between the number of faces, number of vertices and the number of edges. As I have told you, the flat part of the solid is known as the face. So if you see this cuboid, see there are 6 flat faces, 6 flat part. The top, it is a flat, the bottom, this is also flat, the front portion, the back portion, my right side, this is face, and my left side, this is also face. Okay. So all total there are 6 faces. The number of faces equals to 6. Now come to the edges. How many edges are there? You can easily count the lines. As you can see, the lines represent that 2 faces are meeting along this line. Okay, this edge represent a line, means the 2 flat part, that is the 2 faces are meeting. So just you count the number of lines. Let me show you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, backside 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So all total there are 12 faces. 12 edges. And finally the vertices, the corners, the point where the 3 faces are meeting. This face and the top face, they are all meeting at a point. This is known as the vertex. So how many vertices are there? Just count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vertices equals to 8. Now here faces, there are 6 faces. You can see from the figure, and you can see this shape also. This is also cuboid. Here you can see all the faces are rectangular. All the faces. The top 4 face, the bottom face, the front, the back, the sides, this side, all these 6 faces are rectangular. Okay. So we have got 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. Now there is a relation between the number of faces, vertices and edges. Just check. If the faces is denoted by F, the edge is denoted by E and the vertices is denoted by V, then F plus V minus E is always 2. Just let us verify this. Face equals to 6, vertices equals to 8, edges equals to 12. So 6 plus 8 is 14, 14 minus 12, that is 2. So we are getting a relation between the number of faces, vertices and edges, and the relation is F plus V minus E equals to 2. This relation is known as Euler's formula. Okay, this is known as Euler's formula, and remember one thing, Euler's formula is valid only for the straight edges, okay, and flat faces, not the curved one. We get the curved faces in case of cylinder, cone and spheres, hemispheres. So there this formula will not be applied, will not be applicable. Only those have flat faces and straight edges. Only in that case. Okay. So you can see that in case of cuboid, since it is a cuboid, we have got the number of faces, the vertices and the edges, and they are related with this formula f plus b minus e equals to 2, and this is verified in case of cuboid. We can do this in case of cube also. Just let us check. Cube means this is a cube. In case of cuboid, this one, I have told you that all the flat faces are rectangular in case of cuboid. Okay. But here in case of cube, all the faces are square. Just you can see. This is the top is a square. The bottom is a square. My right side, it is a square. This is square. Then the front part, it is a square. The back side, this is also a square. Means a cube is made up of all square faces. As cuboid is made up of all rectangular faces, cube is made up of all square faces. Understood? So in case of cube, first of all, draw one square and draw identical square. Okay, now join the corners. So this is a cube. As you can see from the figure, it has 6 faces: the front, the back, the top, the bottom, the right, the left. All total 6 faces. Edges means the lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, back side also 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the heights. So all total 12 edges here also. And vertices, the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All total 8 corners means 8 vertices. So here also we can verify the Euler's formula by putting the values of number of faces, vertices and edges. We will get the same result. So Euler's formula for cube is also verified. Okay, got it? Okay. So students, you have come across several examples of cuboid and cube in our daily life. Let me give you some examples from cuboid. As I have told you, the book is a good example of cuboid. Similarly, the whole room is a cuboid. Any wooden piece which is used to make the door, it is also a cuboid. Then this chalk box, here we have to keep the chalk. So this chalk box is also an example of cuboid. The shoe box, cuboid. So many examples are there of cuboid. Similarly, so many examples of cubes are also there. Ice cube, sugar cube, the die which is used to play Ludo, that one. These are all examples of cube. Students, for cube and cuboid, this much is enough for us. In the next session, we'll learn about some more three-dimensional figures like prism, pyramid, different types of prism and pyramid. So let me conclude the class today. Let us return back to the next class. In the next session, we'll learn the details about them. Okay. So till then, goodbye and have a beautiful day.